Okay, here we are back again with more Mass Effect 2. And I'm looking at my journal here just to see what we've got. And as you can see, we have 4 loyalty missions left to do. We also have, well, technically 1 major DLC left before we do the suicide mission. Arrival is, as I mentioned before, Arrival is a DLC that I'm actually going to do after we're finished with the main plot. It'll be the very last thing that we do before ending this Let's Play and beginning the Mass Effect 3 Let's Play. So it's going to be quite a while before we do Arrival. But we do still have Overlord to do before we do the main missions in the game. As well as, of course, 4 loyalty missions: Tali, Samara, Jack, and Zaid. And we also still have a lot of galaxy to explore. So I think I'm going to do like 1 episode of exploration again before we start the next loyalty mission, because I still also need to decide which loyalty mission I want to do next. It'll probably be Samara. But I can probably also do the others as well, because, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty much maxed out on Paragon. Which means that I should be able to do pretty much everything in any order that I want without any trouble. So, yeah, but at this point I think we're going to go ahead and just do some exploration, just to be kind of leisurely about it. And we're in a really interesting system right now. I want to do these planets here. Hagalaz is... Let's read about it. Hagalaz is a second-tier garden world that receives little attention from the galactic community. A Solarian mining expedition initially discovered the planet, which was promptly strong-armed away from them by organized crime figures. Hagalaz's exploration rights were then sold to the highest bidder, which led to a brief burst of mining colonies in the 2000s, but most of those were abandoned when other planets were found with more accessible resources. Though Hagalaz has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere capable of supporting life, its rotational period is slower than Earth's, making its day and night 98 Earth days long. Yikes. The intense heat on one side of the planet and the extreme cold on the other make for violent storm cells wherever the sun is rising or setting. As a result, the flora and fauna of Hagalaz have developed the capability to live in cycles of ice, flooding, baking heat, and dramatic air pressure changes. The biota of the planet has been largely unexploited by the exotic pet and gardening trades, since simulating their natural conditions is problematic for the average consumer. Fair enough. You know, it doesn't hurt to check. Let us check out this one. Uruz. A large rock planet with a pressure cooker atmosphere of nitrogen and argon, Uruz's silicate-rich crust is relatively low density. It was largely ignored by the Solarian explorers who first charted the system. What else have we got here? Kenaz. Kenaz's extremely thin atmosphere is mostly methane and helium. The Solarian explorers who named the system set up a small mining presence for recovering nickel and chromium used in making stainless steels. Okay. Ansuz. A large rock planet, Ansuz was once under development by a consortium of robo-mining interests, but an epidemic of accidents and sabotage cost the lives of hundreds of workers and eventually drove them off the world. Despite numerous accusations among the mining corporations and a dozen or more trials, popular opinion holds that the real saboteurs were never found. Creepy. Thurisaz. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Thurisaz has a decrepit automated infrastructure for refueling merchant vessels with helium-3. Painted onto the metal in a Solarian dialect are the words self-serve. And I think there might be one more. Yeah, just one more, I think. Isa. A rock and ice planet, Isa has a thin atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its borax deposits, largely trapped beneath the ice, were never considered valuable enough to mine, since synthetic substitutes and alternative sources became widely available. Alright, let's head out. Let's try here first. Agila. Only known from scan data picked up by space probes, Agila is currently classified as a dwarf planet. A warm, barren rock, its thin atmosphere is composed of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Significant alumina deposits in its crust make its density and gravity very low indeed.
I have detected an anomaly.
Oh. Xanathu. Believed to be a post-garden world, Xanathu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rocks, indicating it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. Okay.
User unregistered or record damaged. Nature of...
Okay.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Alliance hotspot detected. Alliance sources request that all ships keep watch for signs of the missing freighter MSV Estevanico, lost 1 year ago in this sector. Any data recovered that sheds light on the Estevanico's fate will be rewarded. Surface scans indicate the presence of a large shipwreck. Signature bears similarities to that of the Alliance merchant freighter MSV Estevanico. Structural integrity is critical. Life support is damaged but capable of sustaining a skeleton crew. Recommend extreme caution. Well, I guess we're gonna land then. Great. This looks fun.
It is likely that searching the
Whoa.
wreckage would provide information about the Estevanico's final hours. Warning. Disturbing the wreck could cause it to become unbalanced and fall over the cliff's edge.
Fair enough. Let's hurry up and get this done then. Before it just falls right over. There's some stuff over there, but there's some stuff over here too. Poke around a little bit, if we can. Probably not. Actually... Whoops. Killed myself. Oops. Alright, so I think now we can get over here without dying. Yeah. Iridium. Anything else over here? Let's go up this way. Okay. Come on. I know I can get up there. No. You gotta be kidding me. I know I can get up here. Okay, I know I can get over this. Why can I not? That's so dumb. That's so dumb. I know I can. Like, that's really dumb. Game, why are you not cooperating with me? There we go. Finally. See, I knew I could. I knew I wasn't being stupid. It was just the game being real stupid. Oops. Okay, there's some more over here. I already grabbed that. What I need now is... Ouch. It's a good thing this thing isn't timed, you know? Okay. Yep. Alright, we get it. It's gonna fall. We get it. It's gonna fall. There we go. Let's go this way. And then up by here. And to the place where we need to actually be. Woof. This is a problem. Let's do this. Get it done with and get off of this wreck before it falls. Alright, great. Let's see what the message says. An amazing find! From Dr. Richard Talos, Curator, Alliance Museum of Galactic Exploration, Earth. Commander Shepard. You have our thanks for recovering the data from the MSV Estevanico. The data shows that the ship was attacked and overrun by blood-packed mercenaries and Vorcha soldiers. According to the dated records, this was the first Alliance crew to encounter the Vorcha. How frightened they must have been. Wow, that's really interesting that, like, the Vorcha are a new thing to us, because literally the first time humans encountered Vorcha was, like, right in the middle of that time when Shepard was dead. So the Vorcha have, like, humanity has only really known about the Vorcha for a year, and Shepard was dead for 2 years, so that's why the Vorcha are sort of new to us. The Batarians are technically not new to us. The only reason we didn't see any Batarians in Mass Effect 1 is because I don't have Bring Down the Sky, the DLC, but there are a lot of Batarians in that DLC. Anyway, we are sending salvage crews now to recover whatever they can for the museum. Thank you again for your dedication. As always. Okay, let's go. Let's go do some more. Sinilus. Space probes indicate that Sinilus is nowhere near as hospitable as its neighbor Xanathu. Sinilus's hydrogen-argon atmosphere is thought to be an anathema to life, but the presence of borax on the surface spawned by a boron-heavy core indicates the planet may once have had water. Alright. I think one more. Thegan. Thegan rounds out the trio of planets only scouted by space probe in this backwater solar system. A frozen ball with significant amounts of tin in its crust, Thegan has a fractional atmosphere with trace amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Strange radiation emissions have been charted coming off of Thegan, but it is unknown if these are from radioactive elements or merely a star's radiation reflected by a high albedo surface. Fair enough. Alright, now we're in the Faryar system. Let's see what we got here. A lot. There's a lot here. Wow. Quarem, a scorchingly hot planet close to its parent star. Quarem was bombarded by comets and asteroids during its earliest geological periods. As the solar system stabilized, these occurrences leveled off until the planet became geologically inactive. Its nitrogen and helium atmosphere is extremely thick due to heavy metals making the planet's core very dense. Unfortunately, these metals are deep below the crust, making mining impractical.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, good. Daratar. Though ancient riverbeds crisscross the plains of Daratar, photodissociation has long since dried up the world. There are indications of ancient mining operations, but any structures have long since been buried or worn away by the planet's seasonal dust storms. Okay.
Launching probe. I have found something.
Cerberus hotspot detected. The planet Daratar in the Faryar system is a suspected eclipse smuggling site. Cerberus is interested in obtaining the materials kept at this site. Operatives will be paid handsomely for any intact crates retrieved from the site. Be aware that Eclipse would rather see the cargo destroyed than lose it to a rival organization. Payment will be made once the acquisition of undamaged crates is verified. Okay, so this is a kind of a timed mission. The shorter amount of time we kill everything, the more crates we'll get. They'll destroy more crates if we... So, it's basically we have to do it as fast as possible to save the most crates and get the most money. So I think for this one we'll bring Garrus and Miranda, because they both have... Because I think it's just mechs we're going to be fighting. And they both have overload. Yeah, it's just mostly mechs. Alright, so we've got 20 crates.
Defense systems active.
My shields are down.
Firing now. Yeah, we're not gonna get many of them this time. I have done this pretty well before, but
Fire in the hole!
this will put them down.
Defense systems active. Primer defenses offline.
Here we go. It's gonna blow!
Felt that one!
Well, could have been better, but whatever. Nice work on Daratar from Cerberus Command. Nice work. We knew Eclipse was hiding valuable cargo on Daratar, but we couldn't land without fear of their mercs destroying the crates. We've wired the credits into your account. Damn glad to have you with us, Shepard. Okay. I mean, there was only 8 crates, but whatever.
No messages for you, Commander.
Like, I'm not especially proud of that. That was less than half, but whatever. Tunfigel. First charted by the Solarians, Tunfigel, Hard Heart, is noted for its platinum and uranium deposits, making robo-mining a lucrative activity. While the surface temperature is well within the range of a comfortable EVA excursion, the extremely dense Tunfigel generates a dangerous gravitational pull 5 times that of Earth. The Solarian miners exploiting the planet derisively nicknamed planets such as these L-Core tourist traps. Nice. Nice space racism there, guys. Nephros. Nephros, Restless Sleep, is a relatively small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant. Its atmosphere is home to spectacular winds of up to 350 kilometers an hour and electrical storms up to 700 times the power of those on Earth, which indicate that its hydrogen clouds contain moderate amounts of water vapor. Interesting. Alingen Deceptive was so named by Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase, magnesia, in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates lying in wait in Allingen's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference, and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Allingen's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. Wenrum, White Knight, takes its name from a Solarian story in the Romantic period of a knight who refused all temptation to riches, carnality, and even flavorful food until justice was served to the poor and oppressed. The planet is so named because of its white, highly reflective surface, composed mainly of titanium dioxide and ice, and no atmosphere to speak of to dim its albedo. Antictra, fused metal, is so named because of its spectacular craters. A planet high in various grades of iron oxide, Antictra is regularly pummeled by loose asteroids in the nearby belt between it and Wenrum. The iron melted and fused by the incoming meteors makes for spectacular landscape shots that look alien no matter what part of the galaxy you may be from. However, due to frequent meteor impacts, exploration is considered highly dangerous, even to those with advanced kinetic barriers. Okay. Orunmila, a medium-sized gas giant. Orunmila is close enough to its parent star to suffer massive changes in temperature during its day and night periods. This leads to powerful convection currents and storms throughout its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Gathering helium-3 to refuel is possible for the hardiest of exploration craft, but lesser ships are nearly always lost in the attempt. Orunmila is within the frost line of its solar system, where icy-cored gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar planet captured by its star's gravity. Here's a fun-looking one. Olokun. Olokun, Sky Harvest, is a standard gas giant composed of hydrogen and helium. The spacefarers from Erinli gather helium-3 from here rather than Orunmila, as its atmosphere is much more predictable. Aganju. Aganju is an extremely large rock planet with a thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Abundant in both copper and platinum, the crust has been scanned by mining bots from Erinli, but the specialized equipment to work in Aganju's heavy gravity, more than 5 Gs, has created prohibitive costs, and so Aganju is largely unexploited. Erinli. Erinli is a garden world in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae and insect-like pest species. A large Solarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Erinli has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the terminus systems. Alright, and that is the Hourglass Nebula. So, we're gonna leave it here. Next time we'll do a loyalty mission, probably Samara's. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later!